ayy. Just like that partner our town with a brand new chopper. He wanna talk, he gon' get his ass slaughtered, ayy, ayy. We got the
People between the ages of 13 to 18 are most affected by gang violence. Gang violence can have many consequences. Gang members can be killed, injured, at risk of disease, taken to prison, become drug and alcohol addicts, and school dropouts. People join gangs because they live in gang-infested neighborhoods. Therefore, joining a gang assures them of the support and protection from the violence around them. Another reason as to why people join gangs is to gain a sense of acceptance and also because of peer pressure.
Gang violence affects the community because gangs increase the levels of crimes in communities and set bad examples for kids in the area. They create an image of power and respect when in reality they drop out of school, struggle with employment, abuse drugs and alcohol, or end up in jail. Communities fear them because of the harm they can bring to others.
I think this has continued to be an issue due to the ignorance of politicians that have never experienced violence in their lives. Also, one of the factors that contributes to this problem to continue is that there are not enough programs to keep teenagers out of the streets, and this is why this is still an ongoing issue in our communities.
So there are many reasons to why gun violence continues to be an issue, and one of the reasons is the media. The media plays a role in normalizing and justifying violence, which is influencing how people decide to handle their conflicts, and people are also not finding ways to control their anger, or they're just simply suppressing their emotions for a very long period of time, which is causing them to reach their breaking point and then results into violence. And because of that, communities should focus on finding services that would help people find ways to better express themselves, because if you think about it, violence is the result of so many other issues that society is facing today. So if we start to bring more awareness to the issue and actively find ways to mitigate it, then the issue can control.
And today we're going to be talking about gang violence and just violence in general. For starters, I can say that how I feel about gang violence is something that's really awful. I feel like it has so much potential to devastate communities, friends, family, and all of those things. I feel like it has a lot of potential to hurt people. I also feel like gang violence is something that's normalized. I feel like people find it, not important enough to find a solution for it, pretty much. I feel like a lot of people don't bring enough awareness to it, like the police, many people in our communities, because they're like, oh, that's something normal, it's fine, it's whatever, we're used to it, which is not okay. Gang violence should not be normalized, especially in this society. Another thing I feel like it's really important to point out is how does violence really affect this generation? I feel like violence really is normalized in this generation. I feel like this generation is so okay with violence. Like, we can see it in like a normal household, like it starts off with like play fighting with many family members and all of those, like even verbal violence, emotional violence, all of those things. Like, I can see it in the household. And also, people really incorporate it into like their movies, their video games, things like that. And we can see like it's normalized and people find it okay to like actually condone into violence because they see it everywhere that they go. And they seem to think of it as a joke too. Some people find it fun, some people find it cool, and it's like it's really just overall normalized in this generation.
The best way to stop gang violence is by teaching young people how dangerous a gang really is. Without an adult to tell them, or someone, some type of parent, guardian, or someone who has been in a gang before to tell them what it's really like, they're putting themselves in the trap. And I feel that if you have someone to guide you into the right direction. It will keep you out of trouble. And we could reduce conflicts amongst each other. For example, like, we should just stop fighting in general. I feel like violence is not the answer to anything. I feel like we should put our guns away, put the knives down. It won't make the situation any better. It'll actually aggravate it. And I feel like we should have more activities to stop all of this, to keep kids distracted and also keep teenagers distracted. It'll prevent them from actually being in the gang, and it'll motivate them to do something more. It'll do something more fun, and it'll distract them. It'll keep them away from affiliating with gang members, being in the gang. It'll motivate them to actually do more activities that are very much beneficial for them, for their education, and so forth.